Well, welcome back, my friends, to a rousing rendition, a choir boys cutlery. Hey, a Thanksgiving rendition. Instead of spending time with your family, you can watch this review from Old Scab. It'll be a fantastic time. I'll probably get about 3 views on it. This is the Clint Robison Spartan. Clint is a custom knife maker. He hit me up. He said, "Hey, brother, I got a tracker style knife called the Spartan. Would you be interested in reviewing it?" I said, "Well, hell yeah," because I've never reviewed a tracker, know nothing about a tracker, but I've always been intrigued by the tracker. So he said, "Oh, absolutely. I'm going to send one to Hunter Crutchin or my guy DB Hemlock. You guys have heard me mention DB before. He has a knife coming out very, very soon. I'm hoping to get my hands on as well." Hunter reviewed the knife and liked it so much he bought the damn thing. So Clint had to send me this one. Awesome, awesome, awesome job, my brother. Let me say this up front. This is 100% handmade in the USA. It has a 8.5-inch blade with an 8-inch cutting surface. It is Nitro V, the stainless of stainless steels. I love that choice. I love Nitro V, and Clint did a great job with it. Now, here's the deal, guys. The edge came razor, razor, razor sharp. It is handmade. So I want to keep pointing that out throughout the thing. Now, it came with a Kydex sheath with a leather frog. I love the contrast of that. I love the look of that. Now, it'll stab you. Look at old Scab there with some hands on Thanksgiving. Now, there, you see it's full tang construction, green liners. Clint went with Phillips head screws on the handle. I'm going to tell you something. I knew nothing about a tracker. I mean, I knew what one looked like, obviously, from a Topps Tom Brown. So I went and I watched my guy. I have an ace in the hole. He's called Blackie Thomas. If you hadn't ever watched Blackie, you're missing out. Dude is a master woodsman. I watched a review on him from a tracker to just kind of get a concept and an understanding of what tracker styles do. Now, here's the deal. This is an absolute beast of a knife, but a tracker is used. You can process game with it, you can chop with it, you can do all kind of stuff. Now, I mentioned the Phillips head screws. Me particularly, I like that. I like it for easy on, easy off. Okay, I really, really like that choice. Now, here's the other side. This thing is 15 inches overall length. It's got about a 7-inch handle. There's a little Scab coming in there, nimbly bimbly like. It is a beast. So let's just start the damn video off with a 4x4 pressure treated lumber from Home Depot, and let's see what we got. Now, it's been a while since I've done this. I quit doing this because no matter what I do, if I ever chop something for time, somebody had something smart, it was a rotten board or some shit. It's just because I'm that good at it and they're not, I guess. I don't know. Happy Thanksgiving. We're not going to do Scab Petty today. It's a day to be thankful, and I'm thankful that I have wonderful subscribers who understand my sense of humor and keep me humble. Well, as humble as I'm going to be. Now, back to the knife, Scab. Pay attention, son. This thing is a beast. While you can process game with it, I didn't figure YouTube would be that thrilled about me doing so on camera. So we're going to do some woodsy stuff. Now look right here, guys. That thing's throwing, and I mean throwing, wood chips. It has a big sweeping blade that I like, and it has a small edge for your finer stuff, and you're going to see that some. Both edges, let me just say this to you. Both edges came in with a mirror polish, absolutely, and they're handmade again, so there is a little unevenness on the edge bevel. I don't care. It came in about an 8 or 9 on the sharpness scale. It held up through every test. The paper cutting that you see at the beginning of this video is after the test you're seeing now. I've started doing that more and more and more and more. I want to give you a look, initial, to suck you in at the beginning of the video. I know my melodious tones and great good looks, don't do that enough. But, I like showing the knife, but I thought, here's what I want to do. I want to show the sharpness of the knife after the test, because that's what matters. Something out of a box, that's great. And it should be sharp, and it should be where it should be right when you get it. But let's go bang on a 4x4 pressure treated piece of lumber. let's go cut some tires, let's go do some things, and then come back and cut some paper or shave some hair or do whatever to show that initial sharpness. Now, the one thing I'll say is this: these are micarta handle scales. They are insanely comfortable in hand. This is, I believe I said a 7-inch handle. I believe when I measured it out, it was actually like 6 7/8, something like that. But plenty of room. It has a double choil on it that I freaking love. And right there, it blew right through this piece of lumber. Now, I was about wore out, about fell down with a heart attack, because we're going to get back into doing some chopping. But no edge damage, no rolling, no chipping, no nothing. Fantastic job. Now here's that little short blade, and I apologize. Let me say this up front to anybody that's new or checking this out. I am a novice at best, and when it comes to a tracker style, this is the first one I've ever used. This blade, however, really, really, really intrigued me. It has a good 90-degree spine for striking ferro rods. It is really well built, really put together. Now, what you're going to see throughout the video, hopefully, is me get a little better with it. Once I got comfortable with it, once I learned the sweet spot with it, I kind of fully understood how to use it. Well, not fully, but I understood better how to use it. And this thing is a wood processing beast. Again, right there, there's the shorter blade. And somebody please help me with what the correct term that is. But it's just a monster. And you see it shaving that wood like it ain't there, son. I mean, we do that throughout the whole thing. Clint, great job all the way around. Very, very comfortable in hand throughout every piece of chopping. No hot spot. I love the handle because the double choil allows me to choke up. It allows me to do fine work. It allows me to drop back and, get some really, really good swings in. If you'll notice on that chopping one, I wasn't really coming, from outer space with it. I didn't have to. The extra length that long handle affords me allow me to do some quick, hard downward swings. And we went through the board, I think probably 2.5 minutes. And that's pretty good, I'm telling y'all. Now, right here, there you see the double choil. Got a good grip. We're doing the John Peters stab test. And JP, if you're watching, my brother, happy Thanksgiving to you. Love you, appreciate you for being the friend that you are. John come up with this test. That's why it's called the John Peters stab test. These are sidewalls off a tire from El Diablo. May she rest in peace. Now, right there we stabbed 2, and then we went down on the double and got the 3rd. I believe right here I might have changed. Yep, we're going to change the grip up a little bit. That's what I love. I love guys who make handles for knife people. That when you make a good handle, what it tells me about you is you are a knife guy. Okay, that's what I love. Now here we're doing try to do the coup de grace. No sir, but we stabbed a full 3. That's as good as I've seen in these tests. Now right here again, we'll do a little slicey with it. Another little slicey. Show y'all some different things. Now that part right there between the upswept blade and the short straight blade is also sharp as shit. Now, you can use that for several different applications. I was impressed with the overall sharpness from the tip all the way down. And again, you're going to see a lot of looks. The goal for me in these videos, guys, again, being a novice, is to show you and to demonstrate what I can do with the knife. Now, guys who have a lot of experience are obviously going to handle it a lot better, but I can tell you this, I am impressed with this knife. I've got my grandson today, and we may do a little woods exploring. This may not be the only video you see on this knife. I do need to get it back to Clint. Now, the one question I did not ask Clint is how much the knife was. I did that on purpose. I'm hoping that he will comment in the comments. You can find Clint on Instagram, Clint's Customs, okay? But Clint, put me a comment in there so people can know how to get a hold of you, or I can put you in whatever the hell, what is that? Contact. There we go. Thank you, Scab. Come on, son. I'm dreaming of turkey already. I can put you in contact with Clint, and you guys can discuss the particulars. I will get this back into the mail to him for Monday. unless he says, hey man, somebody hit me up, and then I'll send it to you. Now, right here, here's that petrified wood from Home Depot. You see that bite right there? And when I say this, it damn near split it all the way down. I don't have a knife, I don't think, yet, that's hit this wood and being able to go that deep. Now we're going to do some batoning right here. We're going to process the wood. Again, no hot spots. And I'm telling y'all, I say a lot of stuff just off the cuff. This wood that I got from Home Depot is some of the hardest shit I've ever. It's like a brick bat, son. No problem here processing it. And that's why I was going to show you up front when we pulled some curly cues. It was actually off of this piece. Some of the tests are a little bit out of order. I did that on purpose, or at least I'm going to tell you I did that on purpose, so it makes me look not so much like a dumbass. But overall, my experience with this knife, I would damn sure get one and probably will down the road. Honestly, I fell in love with this knife. It is a great knife. Now, people are going to say, Scab, that style's not for me. I understand that. I do. I really, really, really do. And it wasn't for me until I got one and was able to hold it. And that's something that I've found in my experience. Again, look at that. Great bite. Just coming down. And guys, you'll notice I'm not coming up on my tiptoes swinging down. Just good, hard, downward swings. Baton straight through it. No problem. Zero problem. It is a 1/4 inch thick. Like I said, 1/4 inch Nitro V. Son, you can't beat it. Just a great job overall. Processed this wood up at no problem. It had no problem going through anything. Nothing. Zero. Nil. Great job all the way around. Now, for processing game, each blade and each edge has a different thing. Okay? Again, I watched Blackie Thomas is a master woodsman. I could listen to that dude talk about paint dry. I'm dead serious with you. He's a South Alabama guy. He knows what the hell he's talking about. And I'm going to link a video in the description to Blackie. Go over there, subscribe to him. Now, he don't need subscribers. He's got about 50,000. But as my subscribers, if you're not subscribed to that dude, if you're interested in bushcraft, if you're interested in wood stuff, if you like good old boys, go subscribe to Blackie. Now, I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to shout out a gun channel, Gunman66. I'm going to put a link in the description to him. I don't talk a lot about guns. It's a hard enough fight describing knives and dealing with knives and YouTube and all that. However, Gunman66 is a great channel. He needs some subscribers. He needs some support. And anybody willing to put that kind of content on YouTube and deal with all the crap that you have to deal with, I'm going to support. He's a good dude. He really, really is. Gene and Kayla Johnson contacted me about him. Said, Scab, listen, we got somebody. Will you help them out? Will you shout them out? You damn right I will, because the Johnsons are some fine, fine folks. They really are, guys. So Gunman66 is my shout out for the day. Blackie Thomas is also a shout out. You want to check those guys out, and I want you to. Also, Donnie B All Day is marching to 10,000. Let's get DBAD there. And don't forget, guys, at the end of this week, going to have a massive surprise for y'all. Now, back to the knife. Here we're doing, I just was messing around with a water hose. Really, truly, honestly, I just wanted to play with the damn knife. I looked down, there was some water hose, so we did a push cut, and we did some different stuff. Now, there's my Propel bottle, and right here, we're going to process some fat wood, okay? Here's the thing. One of the other things that I love about this knife, it is a chopping beast. This thing is an absolute beast. It is a wood processing beast, but it is also very, very, very controllable. Right here, we're just doing some fine work with that short, straight edge. Look at just take a minute seriously and look at the wood chips, at the curly cues we're getting. Just some good, long wood shavings off that fat wood, man. This thing is a wood processor's dream. And again, if you're skilled in game processing, I have no doubt that this would do everything you need. It came in, like I said, on my sharpness scale at an 8 or a 9. Super, super sharp. Y'all seen the paper cuts up front. I'm the worst paper cutter in the world. But please understand, and now I think you do understand, this is after the paper cutting was after all of processing all the fat wood, busting up all the petrified firewood, going through a 4x4, cutting, not only stabbing, but cutting some sidewalls of some tires. And right here, this was one of the final tests we did. Awesome, awesome knife. Clint, great job, my brother. Absolutely great job. Again, Clint, leave your info in the comments. I will pin it. Or, guys, if you're interested in getting something, Clint's an American-made knife, American knife maker. Everything's American-made. You got to love that, guys. I love the guy. I love the knife. Well, guys, listen. Last 30 seconds. I love y'all. God knows I do. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Eat plenty of turkey today. Have an outstanding Thanksgiving today, guys. I love y'all. My guy Mikey says it best. Everything is going to be all right. And Mikey's true. I'm Scab. You're not. Happy Thanksgiving. And I'm gone, son.